much for stopping back by my channel. My name is Danielle here on Faith and the Plan. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Wagwan, what's good? It's so good to see you again. If you are new, hey, hi, how you doing? My content is all about celebrating your progress, not celebrating perfection. So if that's something that appeals to you, then go ahead and subscribe down below. Click the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. So let's talk about it. Let's catch up. It's been a while. It has been a while. It's been exactly 3 weeks, right? And I'm not happy about it. So the truth is, it's been 3 weeks since I filmed or posted a video, but that also means I am 3 weeks behind on this particular goal, which is to upload at least one YouTube video every week to my channel. I didn't really have much of a choice in that because of work. So in my 9 to 5, the company I work for, we have some very high highs and some very intense peak periods throughout the year, and mid-February is one of those peak periods. When I tell you that the workload got so much heavier, the hours got so much longer, no joke. And then in my capacity, I get a lot more responsibility. Let me say that I get a lot more responsibility in my capacity. So that's what's been going on for the past 3 weeks, and so because of that, I was really tired, and I didn't have the bandwidth. I didn't have the mental bandwidth to film and edit and upload a new video every week for the past 3 weeks. Could I have pushed through? Probably. You know, I feel like this is where productivity enthusiasts would say, yes, push through it if it's important to you. But then I would have ended up hating this goal that I have. I would have ended up dreading every time I have to do it, because it's almost like I'm forcing myself to do it at a time when I really did not have the mental capacity or the energy to even put out, for even my personality to really show up in a video. So I just decided not to. And to any productivity enthusiast who would say, oh, if it was important to you, then you would have sucked it up and pushed through it, you're lucky. Me no business what you want to say. I'm dead tired. What gonna beat me? You can't beat me. Alright, so it is Wednesday, February 22nd. It is Ash Wednesday. That's a public holiday here in Jamaica. So everybody's home, except for like emergency services. Everybody's home and I guess spending time with family or doing whatever they do. I am personally excited that it's a holiday because I get to film. I knew right after that peak period at work, I knew that today was going to be the day I filmed my next video. I knew that I was going to do it, and I was really excited about it because I've missed it. It is something that I look forward to doing. The first couple of weeks I was really scared to film. No, it's just like, no, I'm not scared. I'm excited. I'm ready. I want to get it done. And when I'm not doing it, when I miss the deadline or the date to film or post my videos, it sticks in my mind. It's not something that I just go, oh, I didn't get to post a video this week. It is something that really truly bothers me. And I think the reason that I'm enjoying it is because I am proving to myself that, hey, Danielle, you can do hard things. You can do the things you thought you couldn't do in the first place, right? You just have to show up for yourself. You just have to show up and do it. Even if you're afraid, just feel the fear and do it anyway. And it was Les Brown that taught me that one of the pillars of success is keeping your commitments to your commitments, right? Which pretty much means do the things you say you're going to do. You say you're going to put out one video per week, put out one video per week. And as you do this, as you keep your commitments to your commitments, what happens is you start to trust yourself, because you are starting to hold your word, your promises to yourself. And as you trust yourself, right, you start gaining more and more self-confidence. And I mean, who doesn't want self-confidence? Who doesn't want to amplify their self-confidence? One of the other things too that I'm realizing by actually keeping to this commitment to post at least one YouTube video every week is a mindset shift is happening for me, right? And I don't know if you remember in my first video, my introductory video, I was like, All right, so I'm trying to keep myself accountable. One of the things that we're working on is our mindset, our finances, and the mindset shift is happening. I'm really excited about that because you start overcoming your own limiting beliefs, right? And who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to overcome their limiting beliefs? I mean, who wants to constantly be questioning and negating their own capabilities to the point of actually believing it? Nobody. Why? Because it's ghetto, and we do not go over to the ghetto. So even when, I was in the peak period at work and I was under immense pressure, I kept thinking in my mind, oh crap, I'm missing my deadline for my YouTube video this week. Oh crap, I'm 2 videos behind. No. And I was there was a yearning to get back to this space where I can film again. I was dying for the opportunity to be able to film again, right? So posting my content has become something that I'm excited and, more than anything, proud to do. I mean, I did start this project as a means to hold myself accountable, as a means to keep my commitments to my commitments, right? And do it in a public way so that I don't have an out. I don't have a way to say, well, nobody don't know. If I don't do it, nobody won't know. That is the whole reason why I put this on a public forum. I want the people who are connected with my content, who know me, who know what I'm trying to do, I want them to be able to call me out, right? And so I'm at a place where I'm so proud and eager to film every single video. Also, I just want to say, shout out to the people who pour and speak life into me, right? I hope I get to do the same, or I am doing the same for you in some way, on some level. You are the people who are helping me to believe in myself, to trust myself. So Jody, Shannon, Isaac, Rome, Mommy, I am grateful beyond words for you guys in my lives. I am so grateful for you guys, your perspective, the lessons I'm learning from all of you. Thank you so much for who you are in my life. So in other news, I finished the book. The book I chose for the month of February was Richest Man in Babylon. I started reading it right after my last video, the last video that I posted, and then we got into that intense peak period at work, and then I didn't get to read during that time. But then in the last week and a couple of days, I've been able to finish reading that book. Now, ideally, I wanted to read 2 books per month, but I really don't know if that's practical for me, just based on the way I process information. And I also think I have ADHD. So I'd have to read, sometimes I'm reading a page 2, 3, 4 times just to get what's going on that page. Or I am a tactile learner, so I take a lot of notes. I have a journal that is really a summary of information based off books I've read, summary of the chapters. There's also books that I want to implement things from what I'm learning into my daily lives, and so I do that at the same time I'm reading the book. So reading the book might take much longer than the average person who's just reading for reading's sake. And that's not me. When I read to retain, I read to implement. I don't just read for the bragging right to say, oh, I've read 52 books this year. That is not something to celebrate for me, because if I've read 52 books but I cannot tell you the salient points of any other books I've read, what was the point of reading those books? So anyways, my point is, I've read Richest Man in Babylon. I've always heard about this book. I've heard how it is revolutionary in the lives of people who have read it, and I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. And then one of my larger goals is to improve my financial standing, and one of my strategies to do that is to improve my financial literacy. And then one of my tactics for improving my financial literacy is obviously to read financial development books, read investing books. So that's how I intend to achieve that particular goal, financial literacy. But back to the book, Richest Man in Babylon. It is such a good read. It is such a good read. It is worth every penny. I mean, if you can bootleg, download it. Right? But it is 10 out of 10, highly recommend. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. The lessons in the book are practical, they are simple if you're thinking of implementing them, and it's relevant. Even though it speaks to Babylonian times, it's still relevant today. There is nothing in that book that does not apply to financial literacy or financial freedom or building wealth in this day and age. And then what I didn't expect from the book was to be attacked. I said the book grabbed me in my throat. It grabbed me and choked me and took me in my eye. I was attacked. I was attacked by this book, and I did not expect that, to be quite frank. So there's a section in the book that talks about opportunity and wealth and luck, and how it does not, or they do not, favor a man who procrastinates, a man who takes no action. Actually, it flees from that man. Let me take that personal. I when I read that, it was like I took it so personally, because I have proclaimed my affliction with procrastination, right? I've told you guys up front, I think in my very first video, that I am a procrastinator. I suffer from procrastination. I'm not a procrastinator, but I suffer from procrastination, right? So just by that alone, I was like, ooh, why didn't I call me out so? But then I also realized this is the truth. It is a very hard truth, but the truth nonetheless. This book just told me that wealth was not attracted to me because I am a procrastinator and I'm not able to recognize and act on opportunities that present themselves to me. And when I read that, I was like, oh, this really does sound like me. And I was like, well, it's not safe. So in my mind, I was like, all right. So if this is true, if I accept this as true for myself, that means I need to become somebody. I need to show up as somebody who is the opposite of that. If I want to attract wealth or luck or opportunity, I need to become somebody whom it entices, or whom entices it, right? I need to become somebody who takes action, who is decisive, not impulsive, not somebody who moves without thinking, but I need to then start just taking action, right, and follow through. Here's the passage from the book that got me, right? We mortals are changeable. Alas, I must say, more apt to change our minds when right than wrong. Wrong, we are stubborn indeed. Right, we are prone to vacillate and let opportunity escape. My first judgment is my best. Yet, always have I found it difficult to compel myself to proceed with a good bargain when made. Therefore, as a protection against my own weaknesses, I do make a prompt deposit thereon. This doth save me from later regrets for good luck that should have been mine. Pretty much all he's saying is, as humans, we are going to change our minds. And in truth, we are more likely to change our minds when we are right versus when we are wrong. When we are wrong, we are stubborn. But when we are right, we are prone to vacillate, which delay and let opportunity escape. So because he knows he is likely to overthink something and delay and allow the opportunity to skip past him, what he has proclaimed is that I've identified a good bargain, I make a payment, make a deposit, and I follow through. So he makes a decision, he takes action after the decision, and he follows through to avoid any later regret. And what that said to me was, okay, Danielle, this is the person you have to become. Having identified that a opportunity is a good opportunity for you, then you need to make a decision in order to capitalize on it and follow through. That's all that means. That's all it means. And it was just so profound to me. The simplicity. the simplicity of the advice, the simplicity of the lessons, the simplicity of its practical applications to nowadays life, I think that is what amazed me so much about it. It was profound in its simplicity. It really was. Definitely worth all the 5-star reviews. So that's the book that I've read for this month. And starting with my paycheck for this month to carry me into March, I am going to take some of the lessons from The Richest Man in Babylon, apply it to my next paycheck, and start my purse to fattening. That's the title of the first chapter. Start thy purse to fattening. So we're going to start fattening my purse. But guys, it's a really good book. It is I am definitely recommending it to every single person that I know. So that is it. That has been what's been going on for the past 3 weeks in my life. That's why you haven't seen me for the past 3 weeks. Work was crazy, but I'm glad it's over. I'm very glad to be back. I am excited to start filming and posting again, getting back to regular scheduled programming, you know, because like I said, I really look forward to filming these videos, more so than anything because of what is happening for me when I get to do this. It's almost like a video diary that I'm doing. That's what it feels like. I'm just offloading what's been going on with me, and it doesn't feel like anything that I'm pretending to do. Anybody who watches my videos, anybody who knows me knows that all the laughter, that really is my personality. If you get some sarcasm, that's definitely my personality too, right? And all of the planner stuff that's gonna come, definitely my personality too. Anyways, guys, it was so good talking to you. I am so glad to be back. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click the subscribe button below to follow me on my journey of accountability, or if it is that you just love celebrating progress, not perfection, if you like personal development content, if you like talking about mindset shifts and such, click the notification bell below so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, let's get these goals together. I will see you in my next video, which will be Sunday. So I need to come up with a video idea for that. I admittedly, I still haven't got the hang yet of, you know, planning out what my videos are going to be. I knew what this video was going to be because of how long it took, but I haven't gotten to the part yet where I know exactly what my videos are going to be beforehand. You know, I try to think about it, but I don't know, it doesn't come to me the way I thought it would, you know. So yeah, that's where we are, but I'll figure it out. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It was really great talking to you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.